Hey there, everybody. This is Coloring with Max and McKenna. I'm Max.
And I'm McKenna.
And our guest today is Stephanie Frosch of ElloSteph.
Hi.
Would you like a rainbow?
I would love a rainbow. Thank you.
What are you going to color today?
Well, I heard somebody colored the sloth already.
It was a monkey. I thought it was... Okay.
So I'm going to be bold and fearless.
Ooh.
Like the gay agenda.
Like the gay agenda. What are you doing, McKenna?
I have these cute little giraffes. And what do you have over there?
Oh, they're so cute.
Something interesting?
I got beavers.
Damn!
Oh!
All right, let's get to work.
Let's talk about Steph, though.
Let's talk about Steph.
What's up?
Let's start at the beginning.
Hello, Steph.
Hello.
Tell us about your life, your coming out story, how you got here.
Oh gosh. Well, I walked here. But in terms of the whole coming out thing, I first always thought that I didn't know what asexual was at the time, but I always assumed I was that because, you know, I just never had crushes on boys. It just never was an interest to me. I also was very, you know, self-conscious all the time. So I just thought, you know, I'm going to live alone. I'll probably get a bunch of pets and that'll be my life. But what happened was when I was 13, I was I still am a huge Idina Menzel fan.
Yes.
And I went to go see Rent in theaters, snuck out of school early and everything. I actually own the boots Idina Menzel wore in the movie. I spent all my bat mitzvah money on it.
That is a great purchase. Way to go. Okay.
Right? So I saw Rent. Gabby Dunn actually took my 12-year-old butt to see Rent in theaters.
Yes.
And although I knew what gay guys were, I just never put, you know, two and two together and thought, oh, two women could be in a relationship as well. Mm-hmm. And then I saw Rent, and then I went home. And then on my AOL, like, family-friendly server, I searched, what is being gay? And then I was like, damn, that's me. And then I saw bisexuality. I was like, maybe I'm this. And then I was like, no. I mean, it was a process. It was a journey. I feel like technically I'm still coming out every day because if I meet a stranger for the first time because of society, people just don't assume I'm gay.
Yeah.
So what kind of advice do you have for a young person who might feel isolated or scared? 12-year-old McKenna. What would you say to 12-year-old McKenna if she was in the room right now?
That's actually funny you ask that because that's how I answer all of my questions is because I too was once a 12-year-old McKenna, but named Stephanie. Aww. So I was that kid who was really scared and didn't know what to do and just felt very isolated and alone. And the biggest advice I can say is, you know, one, all because you're feeling this way now does not mean you're the only one. There's hundreds of thousands of people who probably feel exactly like you do in this very moment. And it's gonna be okay. It's going to be better, even if it doesn't seem like it. Because I know when people tell you it will get better, it can sometimes be so hard to believe. But I feel like the reason so many sayings are cliche are because we hear them all the time. And the reason we hear them all the time is because they are true. I really didn't think it would get better. I really didn't think there would be a day where I'd be happy or have a career or have someone love me for being who I am. But it does.
Do you have any ideas or any recommendations of things that people can or kids can do now to help themselves feel better? And do you have any resources that
oh my
you'd
goodness.
like to point out?
Absolutely. I mean, we live in a day and age where thankfully there are so many projects and nonprofits and campaigns targeted at young LGBTQ plus youth so they don't have to feel as alone. And just do things that make you happy. Surround yourself with people who bring you up. And I know it is so incredibly difficult to believe that, you know, this current time in your life or when you're young in high school or middle school or whatever time doesn't matter because I too thought that it wouldn't. But, you know, my mom once sent me a text that I still read sometimes if I'm having a bad day saying this moment in your life is just going to be that, a moment. And these people don't have to matter to you if you don't want them to. And you can be whoever you want to be and you can be happy doing that. And she was right.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with
for
us
having me.
and coloring.
Oh goodness, I'm not even done. How'd you do that so fast?
Every time.
Oh my God.
Every time.
No, I didn't finish the wood.
This is art. Like I would buy that at the Melrose Trading Post.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm so far.
Love it. I just have some regular giraffes. Honestly, I didn't get too colorful.
They're not regular
It's so
giraffes.
much prettier.
They are special giraffes. They too have a story. They too have a past. They have their struggles. They have their good days, their bad days. Everyone is that giraffe.
Lastly, Steph, will you sign our board?
Heck yeah.
Here is a piece of chalk.
I promise I'm okay.
Just go straight to the ladder. Well, thank you, Steph.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Who was your first crush?
I always talk about this